welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Looking to pass. It's Foster. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grabbed by the receiver. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. You've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
To the air, it's Foster. And the ball is hauled in. They bring him down after a... short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. The ball is caught. They bring it down to the 13. This offense. Threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a 1st down and a big gain.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the left side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's swarmed by the defense. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wants to throw it. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. The defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Conference championship on the line. Now it's 3rd and goal on the opening drive. Now here's the toss play. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback on the start of the 25. So Georgia's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you saw, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And that will pick up a 1st down out of the 37. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Breaks into the clear. He shreds the tackle.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Crucial 3rd down play right here. The Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Dogs. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Back to throw. It's Foster. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show it. And the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. With sure hands. It's Callaway. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the 1st. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Fastball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Foster. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, 3rd down, you know you're going to get a lot of pressure from this defense. Quarterback's protected. Does a great job of putting that ball where his receiver can make a play on it. What I love is what this guy does after the catch. to picking up huge yards.
Touchdown, Alabama. They killed the drive with 6 points. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Paul. He shreds the tackle. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Stays on his feet. Takes a deep shot on the move. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hat on a hat. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking downfield, it's Foster. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Up, fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive. A little more urgency. First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
Here's the second down play. Goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's got room to run. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Foster. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Gets made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Third down play for this offense. Now they're running on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
Clean toward the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offense. So the offense looking for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back. We'll get a throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off with a big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Toss play to the running back going left. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And the game just good enough for a first down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. First down and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Foster. Caught by the receiver. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Close to the tight end. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. As the first down is still going. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going, or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this game. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made in space. Look out. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. The Bulldogs pick up enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Foster. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Tackle at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs. Game moves the ball to the 40, it'll be a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Callaway. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They're going to run it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman, to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Callaway. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Toss play to the outside. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Foster. The receiver makes the catch. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Here's a target, and it's complete. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd down play coming up. Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. A play action, looking to throw. Pass not complete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
And the defense is all chance from the beginning.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And it's taken right around the 35. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Single back takes the handoff. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So they get the touchdown. Now looking for the two-point conversion to tie this one up late. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. The conversion is good, and we are all tied up here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? He breaks free. Picks up the first, looking for more. They finally get him down, but a big play for the 46.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Getting set. Here's second down. Send the back in motion. To the air. It's Foster. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Touchdown! Clemson Tide. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kurt, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The conference championship may come down to this drive. Can they reach the end zone? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? The wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Paul. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And 3rd and short, hand the ball off. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Working deep for late-game heroics. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
This time, a completion. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result,
touchdown, Georgia. This offense really clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Foster. And it's caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25. But what a play for this defense.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. The Moose defense get a stop. Again, regulation with the score tie. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They bring the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 40. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. If they play for a field goal, they'll take a shot at the touchdown and win it here. He gets loose. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Toss play, running right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Just gets it away, taking a shot. Incomplete, but yet here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Back to throw. It's Foster. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and they've got him. A sack.